Welcome back to Retro Fight Night. I'm Ice.
And I'm Oz. Welcome to the Scuffed Edition.
Yeah, we got Tekken. We've been joking about how we have Tekken at home, but we finally have Tekken at home. But this time we're playing over parsecs because emulating PS1 is a bitch.
Emulating it's fine. Getting netplay to work is less fine.
Oh yeah.
This is the first good 3D fighting game.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tekken. It's Tekken. Very much inspired off of Sega's Virtua Fighter, but not Sega. This time it's on the PlayStation, and Sony was very happy about that.
Mm-hmm.
Though that would come later. The arcade version is mostly just a rip-off of Virtua Fighter, but better. Hey Ice, do you want to tell the people at home about the absolutely batshit insane story of this game?
Alright, so for those of you who are fortunate enough to not know, um, so basically the entire Tekken series is just a big family drama, right? So, uh, Daddy Heihachi owns a big money company and says, you know what, I think my son is a pussy. So he chucks his son off of off of a ledge into a pool of lava and says, if he wasn't a pussy, he would survive. Uh,
If he
20
cared,
years,
he would.
20 years later, Kaiza Mishima survives the fall and enters into Heihachi's tournament. And now we set the stage for Tekken 1. And I know a little bit of background about just about every character, so I will try to give you as much info as I can. Alright. God, she looks terrible in this game.
Everyone looks terrible.
Fair
Ice.
enough.
Name one character that looks good.
Get up.
So, I'm gonna tell everyone about the only fact I know about this game. Yoshimitsu is not the guy, it's the sword. That's the only thing I know about Tekken.
Okay, so there's no sidestepping.
Yeah. Not that I know of. You can side roll when you're knocked on the floor.
Yeah. Okay, cool, I still have that move.
I need to remember how to do Yoshimitsu's really annoying spin.
I forgot
Which you
about
can
that,
get
yeah.
dizzy from, by the way.
Yeah.
Damn it. I love... He spins a lot for a character that is
Yes, I still have it.
supposed to be made of, like, fucking metal.
Oh, okay. You got the launcher? Let's see here.
This is working surprisingly well. I hope that didn't jinx it, but...
Okay.
I don't know why switching it to digital fixed it.
Who knows?
The analog sticks broke the whole thing. Oh yeah, look at that crunchy 32-bit
Okay.
resolution. What's the PS1's resolution? It's like 300 something by 500 something.
Yeah.
It's really pathetic.
Oh god. There's so much damage in this game.
I know. Well, it's remember, this is aping on Virtua Fighter.
Yeah. It feels a lot better than Virtua Fighter, but I just need to figure out, like...
To be fair, getting thrown into a bin would feel better than playing Virtua Fighter.
Yeah, that's fair. It just kind of launches you right into it. Alright, we're playing King.
The 3D models.
You're getting Kinged. So, a bit of lore on King. He only speaks Jaguar.
He wants to run a company?
No. He wants to get money for the children. I think that's it, at least.
Oh, he wants to run an orphanage?
Yeah, or something like that. He's a wrestler. So...
This game is very kick-focused, I'm finding.
Well, yeah, the kicks are just good buttons, but your punches are going to be your launchers, and then you go into a bunch of kicks. Because the main thing is,
What if I'm dumb?
let's see here. Alright, throw, yes!
That is the most wrestling-ass move.
So yeah, the thing about this game is, you want to block mid by default, you don't want to, like, crouch and block, you want to actually block here because everything can only be blocked in a certain way, and you can duck highs.
So there's no point to not ducking.
Well, if you get hit by a mid, you get hit. Damn it. King, you're so slow. The kicks are really good at this game, I will say.
Yeah. This game is very well animated for an early PS1 title.
Yeah, it really is. This game actually...
Remember, this game came out in the first year the PS1 was really on the market.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And it's also a port of an arcade game.
Huh.
Which we are not playing. Oh my god. No! That's not what you wanted!
Get kinged.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out... Ah! This is cruelty.
Yeah, King is the grappler if you can't tell.
I can tell. Don't you worry, guys. And Jack just hits like a dump truck.
This is actually kind of fun.
I was gonna ask you your first impressions of Tekken.
First impressions? Hell yeah, I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, it's ugly as hell.
It looks a lot better than I thought it would, but it's, yeah... like,
You thought this was gonna look like Virtua Fighter?
Yeah, I was kind of expecting that, but look at how funny King...
Both her portraits are amazing. Oh, every game needs Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Every single one. This is Venice? Are you Venetian?
I don't know.
King is actually Italian.
I think...
I love how you gain Namco fruits like it's Pac-Man for each victory. You're gonna make a salad.
Come here. Alright, let's go.
The clipping. Oh my god. Your head isn't even attached properly.
No.
The resolution is doing this game so much. Like, I've played this game upscaled 8 times. Oh my god, it's even worse. This is why you don't scale up a lot of PS1 games, because they look worse. And not just because they were using it to their advantage, but they were mostly using the resolution to cover up how ugly early polygonal games are.
Oh my god, King.
Oh no, I'm gonna let you play an AI match.
Alright.
Yeah, it's rare to find a fighting game with bad AI because they want quarters.
Yeah.
To be fair, in this, we're starting to get to the era where rentals are less of a problem, mainly because renting a disc, as you can imagine, is a little problematic.
Mm-hmm.
Because those are going to get scratched, and then the rental company or the rental shop is going to be mad at you. So rentals are just not as much of a thing coming in the next few years. By like I say 1997, it's much less of a problem from what I know. I haven't asked anyone yet.
Yeah.
But games start getting a lot more fair.
Mm-hmm. Why?
Simply because they can afford to make them longer.
Yeah. Why is my King wearing a suit? Does this game have alternate costumes?
Every character has an alternate costume.
That's awesome.
Yes, you saw with Yoshimitsu, he had a different hat.
Yeah.
My Yoshimitsu, yeah. And he was red.
Mm-hmm.
Which is really good for 1994, 1995.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I am shocked that they put that level, especially in a game that's already hugely innovative for being a 3D fighter.
Mm-hmm.
This game just feels like an anomaly. Like, this game should not exist. This feels like if someone made a homebrew. Like a fictional game, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I love the early Tekken games. I'm not smart enough to play anything after them. That's my issue with modern Tekken, is that you just... How do people play Tekken? Like, do you play much Tekken Ice?
I play a little bit. I mean, I just kind of press buttons and pray, like I'm doing now. Oh, that's the other thing. You can crouch grabs.
That makes sense. King Gaming. Maybe the AI is dumb. Never mind. I jinxed it.
Hold up. The AI's getting smarter, but...
Not smart enough.
Not smart enough.
Smash his face.
No, you threw that. So
I love the stages in this game is so random. Like,
yeah.
you want to play in a baseball field? An empty baseball field, which means we're just here, like, on a like, what are we doing here? Also, every character has the same, like, lines for getting hurt.
Yeah. The movement feels really good in this game.
It feels a little chunky, but I can appreciate it. I don't think it's bad. It's definitely a huge step up from the other 3D fighters that exist at this time, which is Virtua Fighter and probably some ripoff.
Alright, who have we not played? We haven't played... Oh, yeah, we're both playing Paul. So,
Paul versus Paul.
I think Paul is like the kind of like the Genesis World Record of like strongest man in the world or something.
What is that haircut?
Yeah, he's known for his goofy hair and up until Tekken 8 where he gets rid of the cut.
That's a crime against humanity. This is
Oh, the jumps are massive. Okay, we got moon jumps, but they kind of suck. You can just get free combo.
I feel like the original Street Fighter. I feel like I'm moving on a grid.
Yeah. King actually has a sprint, which kind of makes him scary for a grappler.
Everyone has a sprint.
Alright, no, yeah, you just hold forward, and then you hold forward.
Yeah. Yeah. I love how in Tekken, when you punch someone, they, like, light on fire or spray acid or something.
Yeah.
Like, what is happening?
What is this song?
Are we fighting at the end of the universe?
Are we fighting in Bowser's Castle? He's so funny. What a funny guy.
Man who may have almost been murdered as a child.
It's called parenting. Builds character.
Back in my day, we just threw all our kids into magma. You know, we had 9% mortality rate, but the 10% were also burn victims, but it was better back then.
Alright, we're hopping on Jack.
Jack Mirror.
Jack Mirror, oh no.
This is gonna be the shortest match.
Degeneracy consumes.
Aw, Jack's alternate outfits aren't that cool.
Yeah. Why is his head so big? He looks like one of those like baby dolls or something.
he looks like a bobblehead.
He looks a lot cooler in the later games if you've seen him. He looks like a... You have?
And I agree.
Yeah.
Stupid. I know he's supposed to be like an android, but like...
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
I want to figure out how I get like the sitting stance with Jack. Because like Tekken is a game where there's a lot of stances. Oh god.
This has no stances.
There's... No. Jack has a good little stance where he's like sitting and then he swings his arms like a Rock'em Sock'em robot.
Oh, that's just a special move, I think.
Yeah, because you can enter stances through special moves. And it's really weird.
I just think this would be funny.
Alright.
Also, I want to see his alternate outfit again, because it's better than the default one. What is his actual outfit? Like, what is that hat that he's wearing, the blue one?
I don't know. How do I get
Got
him
like
to...
a cone head?
Apparently. I don't know what that is.
Oh my god!
Yeah, okay, he's got like a triple kick that you can just kind of press and it's pretty plus.
I am outlawing mirrors now for no particular reason. That is entirely objective.
Alright, we're hopping back on Kayuza. Kazuya.
Paul.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see her.
matches are so short.
Yeah. The timer's like, what, 40 seconds? Let's see.
We'll see. I feel like it's 30.
40,
Oh,
yeah.
it is 40.
Oh my god, that was 3 hits.
Oh my god, no!
Christ, Kaiser. Kazuya Mishima wins. Alright, let's try some handicap.
Okay. Did you want maximum handicap or minimum handicap?
I don't know what each does, so I'm just gonna put to 1 and go with it.
I'll put to 10.
I'll see what happens.
Because I also want to see what happens if we both have minimum handicap. The damage is just... Oh my...
Oh. Oh.
So I am the one with the bonus. Yeah, because you punched me, it does nothing. I feel like handicaps in fighting games get almost always unused because it's just a massive insult to the person who gets it.
It is.
Also, that would just invalidate their victory, like, even if they did win. So what the point is it? Is it just the dedicated little brother mode?
Basically.
Did I ever tell you, it's a funny story, when I was a little kid, I was a little shit, and I would, when my sister wanted to play video games with me, but I didn't actually want to play with her, I would just leave her unplugged controller.
No, I did the same thing
too. And it took her years to notice. Oh, I still feel bad about that. What happens if we both have minimum handicap? Does the matches just become very long?
I suppose so.
And I guess it would just be kind of like damage modifier. And if we both had it really high, or just, I wonder if they equal. No, they just equal out.
Okay.
So it's just based on who has the differential. Interesting.
Hell.
Weird.
Hell.
I am the superior king.
King Gaming. It's the outfit. It's the outfit buff.
Yeah, I have a tie. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just realized each character can only have one physics object. So I have the tie. You have a tail.
Oh, I see. Oh fuck.
And Yoshimitsu's is the chain on his sword.
Let's go.
No.
To the floor. Oh, you're dead. I think the defense modifier is still a thing though, because we're doing that. They're normally would have killed on typical handicap.
That's fair.
This is just like a lot more explosive.
I kind of like that. Almost makes it feel like a karate match where it's just about who gets hit.
Yeah. I like this game is it's a very spacing heavy game, which is what I really like about this, because Tekken's always been about this, but like if you miss an attack, it actually kind of is impactful to the gameplay.
Yeah. I dig the vibe. I don't know if it's my favorite kind of fighting game, but we will get there. Also, fun fact, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is probably our last game of 1994.
Oh, okay.
Because the other one, Virtua Fighter 2, is on the Saturn. And I still need to figure out how to get the fuck that working. Also, the Saturn version came out in 95, like the PS1 version of this game, so... And I've been told they're actually a little bit different. Ooh, nice. It's not really a final thoughts thing, but what do you think of 1994?
Yeah, I mean, it is pretty solid, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we already did this match. Oh, whoops, set it to my handicap. If you press any button, it selects, you can't go back.
Yeah.
But yeah, 1994 in total. There was a lot of good games. I mean, Samurai Showdown 2 was here, right?
Yeah. There might be one or two. I might have forgotten Mortal Kombat, but I don't know. Yeah, Samurai Showdown 2 was here. Was it this year? There was a lot of garbage released, as you would expect from the genre getting popular.
Mm-hmm.
Nina William win.
So, but other than a lot of, like, I don't tend to rate a year based on how much garbage was released, because, you know,
There's always gonna be just kind of
A lot of-
that.
and people aren't going to play the garbage, right? I rate it based on how many good games there are, and there was a good amount of good fighting games in 1994. You can tell that developers are starting to realize that there's kind of a crossroads in the industry, and unfortunately the wrong path was kind of chosen. Like, we need to either innovate or really refine things, and I
Yeah.
think the industry is going in the direction of refinement.
Mm-hmm.
Which was ultimately the wrong decision, because fighting games get very stale as a genre
Yeah.
in the next coming years. So we see some companies who are trying to, like, innovate, but a lot of companies are just like, yes, Street Fighter 2. Because it's kind of like, I don't know. You know how, like, when Need for Speed came out, they just made a bunch of them, and everyone was like,
Yeah.
hey, if we get a really popular franchise, we can be successful,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then we could just spam out a million movies.
Oh yeah.
That kind of happened with Street Fighter, because Capcom realized they could just make Street Fighter 7 times with a new character or a new feature. I'd like to remind you, Super Turbo is just Super with the Turbo feature that was already a thing before,
Mm-hmm.
which came out, I think, this year. So a lot of companies are just waiting for that opportunity to become that next company that can just do whatever they want
Mm-hmm.
once they get a popular game out there. And there were companies that were successful at this. I mean, Tekken did this, kind
Yeah.
of, just making the same-ish game with new characters and better graphics. For a bit, anyways. So there were, and SNK, obviously, King of Fighters. That is that's literally what King of Fighters is. Every year we're gonna make a game and we're gonna push them out there.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that was really bad for the industry in
Yeah.
hindsight,
Win.
because the casual observer was going to notice that every fighting game was just the same thing every year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, why should I buy the new King of Fighters 99 when 98 was the same fucking game? Or not buy, but, you know, play the new arcade.
Yeah.
Why should arcade owners care? The clones in every other genre weren't popular.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everyone who was trying to ape on the early 90s craze of animal mascots, most of those games were just never very popular.
Mm-hmm.
But copycats in the fighting game community were popular, and I do not know why.
I think it's mostly just because the formula worked.
Mhm.
It's kind of one of those situations where it's like, if it works and people enjoy, it's like Pokemon, you know? People
Yeah,
ate up
same.
Pokemon, and it's the same game formula, and people still eat up the same game formula now.
I like to remind you, before the Switch games, every Pokemon game was exactly the fucking same formula.
Yeah.
But imagine if a whole industry was Pokemon. That's how it feels with fighting games
Mhm.
sometimes.
And people love it, you know? And I think
Yeah.
people liked it back then. But I don't think it was a substantially long-term goal, you know?
No. Yeah.
Yoshimitsu win.
Because this is fun and refreshing, but I don't know if it's 8 games refreshing.
Yeah. And
And we're going to see that as we kind of breach into the 2000s, which I would refer to as the fighting game dark ages. For most genres, it was a breath of fresh air and like an era of refinement and new things happening when it came to like how games functioned and the internet and all that. For fighting games, yeah, it was the fucking dark ages.
Yeah. Something that I've always appreciated about Tekken is it never has taken itself seriously.
Which is very nice, considering a lot of the other games that like take themselves way too seriously.
Yeah.
As much as I love Samurai Showdown, it is very guilty of this.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I'm
I
just...
tackle. No!
Spin? Spin? Spin.
I almost got the slam move.
Yeah. So close to the low. Alright, I don't know. No, that would be a mid. I'm still trying to remember Tekken stuff.
This is actually, on the industry stuff, Ice, do you think there was an easy way for like the kind of weird space it was in the 2000s to be avoided, or do you think it was just kind of inevitable?
It was inevitable with how it was kind of going, really. Because with the innovation, there was such a lack of it that it just kind of, once the
People
arcades
got sick
died,
of
people
it.
are like, what do I do? So it makes sense that it took a bit of time to actually figure out how to solve the issue with fighting games. Because
Which
eventually we
was
got there.
online.
It was online, yeah. We got there eventually. But
Yeah.
Win.
Basically, just be like League and have a ranked mode, and people will play your game
yeah.
chronically. Because fighting games have always been a tournament thing by their very nature.
Yeah.
They're perfect for tournaments.
They're great for tournaments. They're one-on-one, they're competitive, they have a lot of depth to them.
We were talking about this in like the early stages of fighting games, how they were just so much more engaging than like a traditional single-screen arcade game for competition. Because in a single-screen arcade game, I play and then you play, and then we just kind of wait while the other person is playing.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you're anything like my friends were, mess with the person who's playing. But in a fighting game, everyone who is like dueling is participating. If you have a larger group of people, then there's that waiting, but it's much less of a factor.
Mm-hmm.
And also, instead of participating in a score, you were actively trying to beat the other person.
Yeah. Which, because it's... Like, fighting games, I feel like, just also have, like, that community aspect of it, too. Where it's like, everybody's gathered. You're watching it as a spectator. It's a lot more interesting to watch.
Yeah. There's also that aspect that everyone gets to feel unique, because there's different characters that
Yes,
play differently.
Round one.
You can have your character, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know, as silly as it is, I've gotten offended when people have, like, picked, like, in a friend group, play my main.
Yeah.
Because that's my boy.
That's your
Yoshi
identity.
Vincent.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least within the fighting game, you know?
Mm-hmm. Like, generally in the fighting game community, about how much, like, gatekeeping there is. There's some, in terms of, like, people being like, oh, you're not good at fighting, you're a casual, get out of here. But it's like, people are typically pretty willing to help lift people up out of that casual area.
Yeah.
Especially, like, now, I think the fighting game community is the best it's ever looked with the release of the new fighting games and the refresh on the community, pretty much.
Now that those casual peoples make up a large portion of the fighting game
Yes.
community, they can't gatekeep anymore. The floodgates are open.
Mm-hmm.
But heaven forbid you're one of those casuals that wants to stay casual.
Yeah. That's the issue.
Because I never want to get competitive in fighting games.
Mhm.
I really don't. I never want to be #1 Jack player. I'm not even really keen on learning all my special moves all the time.
Yeah.
And Lord knows I'm never going to play an online fight. I will get dominant.
God.
Damn!
I get through that move. Oh!
You say as you get through
Okay,
that move.
we got a tackle.
Yes, there are tackles.
If you just dash into the opponent, you tackle them. Gotcha. Oh, okay. Get up attack. I forgot about those. Oh. Can I get through the 3-button mash and somehow whip punish, whatever? Maybe, no, because I can't duck the third hit, but I ducked the second hit and then I hit it before. Gotcha. I see. Gotcha.
Oh no. Ice is learning.
I gotta get hit by the first hit.
Or you can just block all three.
No, because then I can't punish.
You don't gotta punish everything.
No, but I need to actually be able to get hits in. Otherwise, you get to continue your offense consistently.
That's fair.
Ow, and it does so much damage. Damn it, you conditioned me to duck after the first hit. God damn it, this character. I have to think so hard just to get around some sort of stupid-ass follow-up moves.
Haha, move go bird. Anyways.
Oh, because I think I ducked the second hit then throw, because that would be probably the most... But yeah, anyways. As far
On
as,
to
like...
final thought round.
Final thoughts. Alright, one more final round, or...?
Or we'll talk about final thoughts while we're playing.
Alright. So yeah,
Just one.
overall, I really like this actually. This is probably going into my goats tier.
Really, you think this is a go?
Yeah,
Yeah, we not even getting to Tekken 2 and 3 yet.
no, this is fun enough for me.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Tekken is definitely one of the greats, especially as a series.
Yeah, I don't know what to do against that move. You can just mix it up, and then all of a sudden there's nothing I can do.
Jack is probably the S tier character.
I think
Uh,
Jack is pretty good.
yeah. Yeah, it plays good. It looks, that's the one thing that holds it back is that it is a PS1 game. But it definitely looks better than everything before it, 3D wise.
Mm-hmm.
Though I do think Virtua Fighter 2 is a better looking game in general. But that's because it's a first party title. And
Yeah.
those tend to they know how to do with the hardware. Yeah, I think Tekken is just a really good first endeavor, especially as the first game in a series.
Oh yeah.
Nina Williams. Win.
I mean, like, I had very little to actually critique about this game. It feels
No.
great to play. The only thing I can say is, like, maybe just look a little better, but
The later games do look a lot better.
yeah. And I think, like, the later games will actually be pretty up there. But, I mean, like, as far as, like, in terms of games that I've enjoyed, this is... Wow. I'm impressed.
I hope this is a sign of what's to come in the industry.
I hope
At least
so.
yeah, because I do not want another KI.
Yeah, me
Um,
neither.
Oh god, KI.
Oh, God.
At least it was mostly because it was Super Nintendo, but still combos.
Mhm.
So if you made it to the end, we really do appreciate it. It does mean the most to us. If you want to do all the YouTube stuff, that's just a bonus.
Oh, yeah.
It's going in the goats,
It's going in the
and we'll
goats.
see you next time.